Look, I'm all for, like, getting excited over Call of Duty rumors and whatnot. It's awesome, but these are just clearly fake. You know, there's no way these can be real already. So there's been a few rumors going around that people have been spreading primarily, and some photoshopped images going around that seem to show Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4 showing up on the Call of Duty website for pre-purchase, and tabs in the Call of Duty app that are showing the release date. And I don't understand how people don't already know that this kind of stuff is fake. Now, every year, Call of Duty rumors start surfacing and stuff, right? You know, right there between like DLC 1 through DLC 2, that's when it really starts to pick up, and we just got DLC 1 and Black Ops 4, so of course, we're getting into that time frame where people are just getting excited, you know? I mean, I've been in stream, and a lot of the questions really revolve around next year's Call of Duty already. And yes, for the record, I do believe that Infinity Ward is going to make Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4 next year, but I don't think that it's the time for them to start leaking it, because realistically here, every single year, all of this stuff is honestly started by Call of Duty and the people behind it, right? I 100% believe that Activision's marketing team, honestly, they start kind of leaking information themselves just to kind of get the hype built up, because they know that every year people get excited over the rumors and stuff, but they never do this shit in December. They never, ever, I don't think, have. I don't understand why people are already, like, thinking that we're getting credible information about it. The most credible piece of information that I've seen thus far was a Reddit post that was commented on by an Infinity Ward employee that may or may not say that Modern Warfare 4 is coming next year. So realistically, I think Modern Warfare 4 could be the only game that Infinity Ward can really make. Ghosts was not very well received by the community. It has a mixed reception. Personally, I didn't enjoy the game because I didn't like the map selection and the score streaks were weird, but like the gameplay itself was actually really good. I think the weapons were also pretty good in that game too, but I couldn't get past some of the other underlying issues, and I just didn't play it that much. And Infinite Warfare is the worst received Call of Duty of all time, and honestly, it wasn't even like horrible. The multiplayer I didn't enjoy at all, but I did love the campaign. I think the campaign is probably even top 5 campaigns in COD history, and the zombies wasn't even all that bad. But since Infinity Ward's other IPs, or whatever you want to call them, they didn't really take off, and the community didn't really receive them well, I don't think they're going to really risk it and try to either make a sequel to either of those games or even go out and try something new. Because, I mean, just look at Treyarch. The truth is that Call of Duty fans, we love the same franchises, okay? Black Ops and Modern Warfare are really the only ones that Call of Duty fans really care about that much anymore. They generally sell better than any other titles. They're the ones that get the most hype. Even with, like, World War II coming back last year from Sledgehammer, people didn't really get Modern Warfare 4 levels of excitement from that. So I do think that Modern Warfare 4 is going to be the game that they do end up pushing next year, because it just simply is the game that is the safest approach for them to take when it comes to satisfying the community, making a shit ton of sales, and bolstering their reputation. And plus, a bunch of the former Infinity Ward employees that left after Modern Warfare 2 to go make Respawn have actually started to come back slowly over the last couple years to Infinity Ward. But when we look at it and we see the credible rumors and stuff like that start coming out, those generally start coming out right after about maybe February, mid-February, early March is when that cutoff really is. Because Call of Duty games generally get revealed in April, and then the multiplayer trailers and whatnot start coming in May. Then in like July and August, they start preparing for betas and stuff like that. So, and Black Ops 4 is not doing bad in sales, okay? This is right now one of the best-selling games of the year. It at one point was the best-selling game of the year. I'm sure plenty of people are buying Call of Duty points still, even though that a lot of the community is very against the microtransaction policies here in Black Ops 4. I'm sure there's still people buying tiers in the Black Ops Pass, so by no means is Black Ops 4 really doing terrible, so Activision doesn't really have a reason to start giving out much information about the next title. At this point, Infinity Ward just needs to focus on really finishing the game, because we haven't had a truly finished Call of Duty game in a few years now, and I feel like the community's kind of getting tired of it. I mean, even here in Black Ops 4, like, the game wasn't finished at launch, and it's still not finished, right? We're still waiting on plenty of features like League Play, leaderboards, combat records, stuff like that. They're really going to have to focus on finishing this game, I think, to really make the Call of Duty community not pissed at them. So that's what needs to be focused on right now. They don't need to be focused on trying to get all this information out and getting people excited. People are going to get excited once Modern Warfare 4 gets revealed anyways. So logically, it just doesn't make much sense. And honestly, at this point, which is more likely? A company that has really no motive to release any information about their next title since it doesn't fit the time frame and their current title isn't doing bad at all, but ignoring all reasoning and logic, they are now releasing all these accidental issues that are showing fake release dates of the game and names of the game and stuff like that just for clout. Or B, some kid on Reddit got on Photoshop, edited a picture together using Inspect Element, put the finishing touches on, and then released it trying to get some fucking credit or whatever, right? Which makes more sense to you, realistically. And people don't understand this. It's crazy. Like, here, I'll show you literally right now how easy it is to Inspect Element something. So, I mean, look how really easy this honestly is. You can go pretty much to anything that is put on the website, and you can change the wording of it as long as it's not in, like, one of these pictures or something. You can change the wording on it. You can put all of this fake information in here. I don't understand how people haven't caught on to this yet. This is one of the most basic tools you can use on the web page, and people still have no idea that you can even use Inspect Element to change things around. See, with basically no work at all, I have now made it look like that Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4 is coming out in fucking April or whenever, just by editing a little piece of the code on the website, right? It's honestly not that hard, and the fact that people haven't caught on yet still, like, shocks me. I don't understand. And then one of the leaks, or whatever, quote-unquote, you want to call it, is funny because it keeps saying that the game's coming out September 27th, and people just eat it up like, yeah, that must be it. Like, just think about that. They're obviously playing off Black Ops 4 launching a month early in October, but I don't think they realize why, okay? Because people don't think this kind of shit through. The reason that Black Ops 4 launched early is so it could compete better with games like Red Dead 2. They wanted those early sales so it could look better on their resume for next year and stuff like that. They wanted to give their game more of a chance and opportunity really to get some work done. But none of the games coming out in that time frame next year have been revealed yet. Like, the most we can assume is that maybe a new Battlefield game will come, maybe a new Borderlands, obviously a new Call of Duty game's coming around that time next year. There isn't any Red Dead Redemption 2 games coming out in that time frame next year, something that's just gonna, like, beat the shit out of Call of Duty if they don't have that early advantage. So they have no motive or reasoning to launch it in September and take away possible sales and money away from Black Ops 4, which is doing extremely well. It just doesn't make any logical sense. None of these rumors make any logical sense. The only thing that makes sense in this entire debacle, really, is that Modern Warfare 4 will probably be the game that Infinity Ward comes out with. And obviously, I hope so. I would love to see a Modern Warfare 4. I don't know how they're going to take campaign, which there will be because they said Black Ops 4 is going to be the only one without a campaign. So there will be a campaign in the game, but, like, I don't know where they're going to take it after the events of Modern Warfare 3, but I would still love to see a Modern Warfare 4 game. So at the end of the day, guys, like, we got to step up our game a little bit. I mean, this whole rumor right here can just be beaten with simple logic. It wasn't that hard to prove the origin of how it happened. It wasn't that hard to think this through and realize why none of this rumor really makes any sense. And when the real rumors and stuff that we should actually start paying attention to start coming out, I'll start covering them. But until then, like, there's just no reason, you know? I would say the first tidbits of information about the next COD are probably going to come around New Year's because Infinity Ward did tease Infinite Warfare with a picture on Twitter. Seems like every year they send a little bit of like a cryptic tweet out or whatever to kind of like showcase what they're doing for the next Call of Duty game. That's really the first quote-unquote teaser, I guess, that comes out. And then, of course, in February, actual game details start leaking. In March, we really start to get information that I think Call of Duty themselves leak. That way they can get a little bit of hype built up around the game in the community. Then in April, of course, we'll probably get the reveal, or in early May. Then we'll start getting actual gameplay trailers, and then we'll get the beta reveal trailers and whatnot. In like July, August, we'll probably get the beta. And then I would say, honestly, this year I think they'll go back to November, or maybe even stay in October since Call of Duty Black Ops 4 did well. So in October or November, we'll get the next Call of Duty game. And that's probably how the cycle's going to work, considering that's how it's worked pretty much every other time. So bottom line is, you got to think these rumors through a little bit more. The rumors last year didn't seem credible at first, of course, and then over time they kinda like weakened, but now that we've actually gotten Black Ops 4, they seemed pretty spot on, realistically. So thank you guys for watching. If you did enjoy, make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you're brand new around here. Follow me on Twitter at @SubToOptimus. Join the Discord down below. Thank you to my channel members for your $5 a month. Your support helps my channel tremendously. You will see your names on screen. And until my next video, guys, this is Optimus, waiting for Modern Warfare 4, hopefully, and signing out.